Hello everyone, and welcome to Awaken Conqueror. Today's video is going to focus on ghosting and a female covert narcissist. And this is a request that I received from a previous video. So guys, we'll break right into it. And oftentimes people will confuse ghosting with other forms of manipulation from the female covert narcissist. So in particular, the silent treatment, the final discard, no contact, and ghosting. So before I define what ghosting is, I will give you examples of some of the other manipulation tactics and how they're used so you don't confuse these with what ghosting actually is. So the first one that a covert narcissist, or most narcissists for that matter, will use is the silent treatment. And this is basically a psychological abuse tactic they use to stop their communication with you. And this typically comes when they have been confronted, or you've confronted them on something that they've done wrong, and that they do not want to take ownership of this, or this can come from a narcissistic injury that they feel you've inflicted on them by whatever means they come by that. The second is the final discard. So I've always said that there's no such thing as a final discard. It just feels like it because of the time they may put you on the back burner. But nonetheless, so the final discard is usually basically when, the covert narcissist has basically exited your life and they have put you basically in their garage or back burner, right? So they are no longer speaking with you. They're not talking with you. They're not with you anymore, right? They have basically put you on the side. Now, with the final discard is when the narcissist will pick themselves up and actually exit your life physically and decrease any type of contact, right? They will lower it. So let me give you an example. Your narcissist may have discarded you, broken up with you, and left you. However, they still answer your text messages. This is how you know you're in the final discard stage. So you've been discarded, but they still answer your text messages, but they will not basically engage you or meet you or be with you. Okay. So no contact. No contact is when the victim has decided to cut the narcissist off. And then what will happen most times with the narcissist, because of their pride and them not wanting to be rejected, they will in turn put no contact on you. Okay. And then finally, ghosting. So ghosting is when the narcissist has basically, they've gotten their fill of you. They've used you up, abused you, and you're just a raggedy old toy now. They have no more use for you. And then, whatever supply and, and I'll say whatever person they've been messing around with or whatever, whatever they're endeavoring, that they will then promote this new supply over you and then move on, right? So that ghosting is going to come sudden. It's going to come abrupt. It's going to come out of left field. You will not be expecting it, which is exactly how the narcissist likes it, because they want to leave you in a state of shock and doom, right? So with the snap of a finger, the narcissist will disappear. And what they get pleasure off of is seeing you go through the groveling. They want to see you go through the groveling and the humiliation and the worry of wondering where they are and why they're not coming back. So when they ghost you and you're texting 1,000,000 texts per hour and trying to reach out with them and reconnect, they love this. This is perfect for them. And it gives them that satisfaction and validation that they're important, right? So they're going to ghost and completely cut email communication, text message communication. They may even block you from social media accounts. They're going to be gone, right? So this is what ghosting is. So, guys, if you have in-depth experience with a narcissist, you know that ghosting or final discard, in my opinion, it doesn't exist, right? So, and the way that you can gauge that is to start doing better for yourself. Become a success, and that narcissist will pop up like weeds and grass, fast and out of nowhere. Just as fast as they discarded you, they'll swing back in again. Now, the only time a narcissist will really, really ghost and not return is if you, the victim, have figured them out. When they realize that you know all their tricks and that none of their gimmicks and schemes are going to work on you anymore, they won't come back. They will not come back. Because it takes the thrill out of it, and then they can't keep up the fake facade, right? So this again, what I just said doesn't depend on the narcissist. It really depends on the aptitude and the development of knowledge of the victim. So if the victim can basically, like chess, stop the narcissist in every manipulation tactic they use, the narcissist is not going to come back to you, man. They're going to really stay gone. Okay, guys, like and subscribe. And remember, you are more than conquerors.